red, green, and blue, but we can hide that by just clicking on this small arrow. We don't see, I mean, that's a bit useless for us to see. So now let us see our measurements. So I will then click on, again, Open Data Source Manager, up here, like this. And then I will simply go to Vector. So be very careful here to select the correct format. Vector is our delineation data. Raster is the image data. Okay, so I click on Vector and I find the file. And now I go to Robbery delineation data and let's see the first tablet. Not the first tablet, but the first day, the 9th, the Monday. No, sorry, the Wednesday.
Do you have the image with the boundary cutouts, the red line?
Yes, it will come, it's here. I will show it later. So it's in this direction. So I just click on this, and now I could go into each and every file and open it, but there is a shortcut. Just go here and click on Start. Let me see if I get it. There. Start. And then it will simply show all files in the directory. So this is just a quick way. I can then tell it, just display it as detailed list. And then it will show me all these files at the same time. Let's see them. QField data from tablet 1, the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth tablet. So in this way I can just import them quickly as one. Otherwise I have to go into each, select, and do this, but in this case I can do it quickly. So I click, and then we open. So still, if you wonder about these, the operating system in this computer is installed in Swedish. So even if I selected English for QGIS, it will show for some buttons, it will still show Swedish. So öppna is simply open. But in Swedish. But that's unavoidable. It's built into Windows, so I cannot change it. So, and again, I just push Add. So first open and then Add. And then we say Close. See? Oh, then we come to the next step. And here we have to be a little careful, because now it has opened this geopackage file. And as we can see, it contains several parts. So if we import everything here, all of this will come. So any pictures, field data collection points, property pictures. So if we select all, we will get all information open. So we just push Add Layers. And then this question will be repeated. So 5 times. So if you think, oh, there's a bug, it doesn't close. It comes back all the time. It's just it asks for each of the 5 packages. So 3, yes, and 4, and 5. So now if I click and it comes up again, then there is a real bug. But let's see. No. So then we say close. And let's see here. So here we see the work of the first day. Let me zoom. Let me use the Windows zoom out to see the whole screen. So here we can see them. And Windows will, QGIS will automatically give different colors randomly for costs. We'll see how we can address that. Also, you will see up here all the layers imported, and the geo package is just a package of everything. So it will include if we have some locations, for example, when we took the picture, everything like that. So we can add some external data also. So the shapes will simply be by these squares with colors. So this is just additional information that is mostly not of interest, but it comes there with the import of the geo package that we get for each file. So the files we're interested in of the layers is simply all these squares. So normally here, what I normally do is just I rearrange them. So just move them up so that you see them just in the order like this. So click, hold down, move them up. This becomes a little easier to handle. And all the other data. This for me, normally you don't need these layers. They just come there. So what I normally do, to keep them but not to see them, I can then group layers. So I will simply click on the first of these, well, not unnecessary, but for us now, not to be used layers. Then I click on the last. I hold down the shift. So they're all marked. Then I right click, and then I say, let's see, we have it, group selected. So let us zoom in to see it. So simply then click on the first, hold down the shift button, click on the last, and then go to group selected. And now the convenient thing happens that I get here a group. I can name it additional layers or something like that. Additional, well, data layers.
Or maybe we give it the name of the date, since we'll be importing other days.
Yeah, we can. So we can give it the name of the date. So 09 07 25. This for me is very tricky because in Sweden we have the opposite direction. We have 25 7 9. And in America they have, what is it, year, day, month, or something like this. So different ways of writing. But this is how we do it here. So we will stick to this. Day, month, year. Okay, so now it's all there. So I can simply just push this and hide them. So they are still here, but I don't need to see this long list. It's a bit disturbing. And then now I feel I can see all the files here, all the layers that I need. So the first thing to do here to make them more easily viewable is to set a style for them. You will see how that is done. This will make it much easier when you work with the files. So, to set a style for a file, you simply then select maybe the first one, and then I simply double click. Like this. I then have a long list of properties which is not for the project but for the layer itself. So here we will see you can set coordinate system, you can set labels. So in this case, let's go for symbology. So this is the first one up here. So up here, we just choose symbology. And in my case, I will go to the simple fill. So I click here. And here I use fill color. Now, which color should you use? Well, my experience from when we did the same thing in Ethiopia, we worked with the same type of parcels, the same delineation, everything. And we found by testing that the best color for the parcels is light blue. Why is that? Because it contrasts very well to the image. Let's say you choose brown, it's hopeless because the ground is brown. Or if you choose green, the ground is green. No, light blue you will never see in a map. Even the sea or the lakes will not be light blue, they will be dark blue or kind of black. So, light blue, the best color for this. So, I just go down to fill color, I click here, and I get this. So, let's see it. So then, this arrow here, which is pointed, you see this line, it will select the color. So let's turn this to light blue here. Then I can say, should it be full blue, or do I want to make it more white, or more black, or any combination in between. I can choose it by moving this. So it's quite convenient when you know how to use it. So in this case, I will just use the full blue, like this. And here you can adjust if you want it to be more green and so on. So this is very convenient, very quick to find the color that you like. Okay. Also here you can set the transparency directly here. So here you could take this one down to a certain transparency, if you like. But we can do it in another place also. So now I'm happy with that. And I use solid fill to keep this one, to keep in this way the color full. But as mentioned here, if I like, I can already here set the transparency. So just move this one down like this. This will mean that it becomes transparent. Why should you do this here? There is another way to make the transparency of the whole layer less. But the advantage to do it here is that then the border will be fully marked, not transparent at all. That is good. So if you take the transparency down, the opacity down for the whole layer, also the border will be a bit more difficult to see. So that's why it's better to do it here. Okay. So with these settings here, then also I might want a bit sharper boundary. Also the black might be a bit difficult to see. So normally I would set the boundary to red. And the width, meaning that how big is the line, how thick is the line, increase it a little. I would say like this to, now it's 0.46 or even 66. Depends on, you can change this up. So then I push OK. And I will see that these parcels become, as we can see, very easy to see. The light blue is excellent here. And you can still see through because we set the opacity. Normally I would say an opacity of somewhere between 35 and 40 is okay. So maybe even a little less on this. And if I go back here, I can then even go back in here and set it a little less. Still the light blue is very effective. It shows clearly what we have measured. And now we can see through it as well. What more do we like? Well, maybe we want to display the names as labels, the names of the families. So, do we have any names?
No, unfortunately we only took we only delineate.
For some of them.
Some of them.
So how can we check that? Simply by going up to this icon here, which shows the content of the table data. Because all graphics in here will have a connection to the table. So every row in the table has a connection to a certain object. Before I continue also, I know that there are differences in the group here. Some of you people have a huge GIS education, and for those of you, you will think that, oh, this is kindergarten. Please make me not sleep, because this is like well, lowest level for you. For some of you, this is new. So until now, what do you think of, well, to just fit the group? What about the difficulty level? What about the speed? Slower, quicker, more advanced, less advanced, or as it is now?
Medium.
As it is now?
Yeah.
You're moving fast.
Yeah.
So a little slower.
Yeah. So make it
A little slower. Also, this will be recorded, so I don't know if we can provide the recording, because then you can play, pause, and do like that. But just also to be able to go through all steps. Question?
Yeah, because for me, this is the first time, so I'm just following to catch up God value. But let's proceed.
Yes, but you will have the recording afterwards, and you can then play and pause and do the steps by yourselves.
All right.
Okay? So now we have seen how we do the setup service. And let's see if we have any kind of information. Let's put the attribute table open, like this. And we can see here that in this case, do we have any family names? No, in this case, no. We have the area, we have the survey date,